Welcome to the Elders Corner. Hi, I am Nessa, the holistic, and if this your first time over here, we are grateful you showed up on the corner. Listen, over here is where spirituality and reality meet with a little bit of holistic flavor. Listen, I'm glad y'all showed up. What's up, big homies? What up, OGs? Y'all listen. Y'all listen. Coca-Cola, y'all need to sponsor us over here on the corner. We drink cola. We don't snort no coke, but we do cola. Look, they got something else. Look, homie, look, they recognizing us, at the Coca-Cola company. Listen, I'm glad y'all showed up tonight. Listen, I just stopped by here to talk for a little while and to check on the homies and the OGs. Listen, guys, don't say nothing about my hair. I'm wearing the afro. I'm doing the natural thing now. Just for a couple of days. I'm getting my hair done. I was supposed to be going out of town. And, I might have to change some plans, but I'm supposed to be leaving this weekend. I've been on go since, the beginning of the month, and so I need this little break to get me some rest. But anyway, how y'all doing? How y'all doing? Listen, this is a celebratory month. Bishop started us off at the beginning of the month with his birthday. Happy birthday. I keep calling him Bishop, but he's Apostle Robinson. And then my baby birthday, Zara's birthday was this weekend. Sweet 16, happy birthday. And then baby mama, Abby, her birthday is the 23rd. Happy birthday, baby. And my homegirl Stoney's birthday is, oh my God, we're celebrating her birthday Thursday. Her birthday party is Thursday, so happy birthday, Stoney. Listen, we get to celebrate. Listen, anytime you get a chance to get with people and celebrate. I mean, life is so hard. You have to find some kind of joy some way. For us Christians, we celebrate in church on Sundays or Saturdays, or Fridays, whenever your services is. So you celebrate the victory of Christ or the coming out or the cleansing. So you get to celebrate Christ on Sunday. But for those who don't go to church and you have people in your life that is celebrating the day the Lord blessed the earth with them, listen, go celebrate them. Let's talk about something. Let's talk about how things have really changed. In my big old age, I've never had a birthday party. I've never had a birthday party, right? And when people put a party together and celebrate, they hoping that the people that say they love them or be in their face or hang out with them or call them or show up. When they don't show up, it kind of show you that like you weren't really a friend. You weren't even a real. Some associates will show up. Some colleagues will show up. But the people we say are friends, and that's why you have to be careful. I learned something with Abby. When she was doing her gender reveal, she was so hurt because she felt like nobody was going to show up. She don't have, the people she called, everybody's making an excuse and this and that. And gender reveal, you can have a gift or not, but show up. Show up when you be in these people's faces. Because I'm pretty sure when you hang out with folk and you ain't got and you with them, they look out. I'm pretty sure. Well, the people I'm talking about. My baby was hurt this weekend that, people she thought would celebrate her wouldn't celebrate her. And I had to tell her this weekend, like, babe, I don't got that either. I've never had a birthday party. I would never throw one because I don't got people that's going to show up. I don't have people that I feel like that would show up, that I would ask to show up. My family's in Florida, in Georgia, So the relationships I built here, sometimes they feel genuine. And then sometimes it's like, what can I expect? I've always tried to show myself to be friendly. I don't know why my eyes are watering. I'm not crying. I try to show myself friendly. But people can't take me because I'm abrasive too. And it ain't but so much I'm going to take. I'm not a whisperer. I'm not going to go behind your back. Like if you violated me, I'm going to check you right there. Wherever you violate me, we're going to have a conversation right now. I'm not getting in my car. I'm not leaving. Like, bro, this what's up? Like, what's up with that? Like, and so with that mannerism and behavior, a lot of people are shunned off. You know, sometimes when I try to control myself, right, you can tell by my body language, right? So I don't have, you know, people that I can. Now I have my Christian family. I do have Christian people that I can say, but I don't want to bring them around the celebratory. Because some of my friends, a lot of the people that I consider associates or friends, they're not Christians. They're not believers. And so their behaviors and their mannerisms won't meet. You have clean, reserved, holy people, and then you have the ratchet, which it can mix, but sometimes the ratchet could be offensive. You know? So I said all that to say, like, if you're a friend, be a friend. And if you're associating, you getting to know somebody, show up for them. Because I'm telling you, your day going to come, you're going to want somebody to show up. And nobody going to show up. And he said, yeah, it happens like that. What you give out is what you going to get. The Bible said, whatever a man sow, he shall reap. The street people say karma. Okay? Show some love, like, show up. Show up for people. I'm showing up. I'm showing up for people. That's the purpose, too. Like, when you intertwine your life with other people's life and you get close to them, those moments mean so much, whether you know it or not. You know, if you invite me and I tell you I'm coming. And I'm going to do like the old people do. I'm going to have something in my hand because that's just the way I am. And if I ain't got nothing in my hand, I'll call you and send you something a little later and tell you the reason I didn't come. But I'm not going to leave nobody hanging. I'm trying my best not to, you know. And with all that said, listen. Y'all better catch this. You know, being a Christian, you know, I see a lot of stuff on here. I see a lot of stuff that could be abrasive or disrespectful, but I don't mean it to be, but I be dead serious. Like when I was talking about like the political climate and how our country has gotten into this way. And I had said, like, you remember I had pointed out the women when I was explaining to you guys that I was talking about like how our president want to control women's body, but a lot of women voted. A lot of people say he's from God, but he has no Christian values. He has no values of a Christian, period. He doesn't have a worship leader. He doesn't have a spiritual father. He does not attend any church services. He does not read it. I can assume by the behavior. Because even Jesus, who came just for the Israelites, found compassion on people who wasn't the same as him. He hung out with people that was not considered righteous. Okay? Different nationalities, different skin tones and colors. He was at the well thirsty. And the Samaritan woman came to get her some water out the well. And he asked her to get her some water. And in her mindset, she said, you a Jew and I'm a Samaritan. Two different cultures. Two different beliefs. Two different ways of life. Right? He told her about herself. She served him. And he blessed her. We can learn from these things on how we treat people. Right? So today, I'm outside. I run to the post office. I looked at my car when I got in it, and the tire, when I get to the post office, we sitting in the car. I go, the door is locked. They're saying like it's a break between 1 and 2, and I've never heard of that, but okay. So I get back in the car. I'm sitting in the car, actually reading or doing something in the car. I look at the, because it's like at 1:45, the door was still locked. So I said, I could just sit here. I don't want to go home and have to come back. I sit in the car. The line gets long. They're screaming. So I'm talking to the lady. Let's say your tire's flat. The whole time I'm sitting in the car. The whole time I drove to the post office, right? And it was so many. I seen brothers in their work uniforms with their keychains and tool belts. And I asked my like, bro, can you help me put the spare tire on the tire so I can get the car to tire shop? Oh, me at work. Me don't speak English. They were Spanish. They were Spanish. An old man whose car was in front of me, he had the whole system out working on his car. I asked him, could you help me or show me? Oh, I'm having my own car problems. And every person that did that to me today, it made me regret having those kind of emotions and concern and empathy for you for the way our government is treating you. And in that moment, I was like, nah, I get it. I get it. I get it. Y'all do. Y'all come over here, the immigrants, the Spanish, the Haitians, the Jamaican. Y'all come over here and y'all look down on black Americans. Y'all look really down on us. Y'all really do. A lot of y'all won't help us if we don't speak Spanish. Y'all look at our skin and y'all prejudge us. Like, y'all situations be worse than ours. On every turn. Y'all get in positions and y'all shun the blacks, the American blacks. Okay? And then when we see that, now, the white man don't even want, don't respect you. Y'all could be, you guys are now the modern day blacks. Because the way they've always treated us, now they treat y'all. And then you see on social media, constantly on social media, well, where the blacks at? We're boots on the ground. We're working on making sure that we have finances and food and stuff in our house. Cause I don't see many blacks at these protests and at these parades, and I'm glad y'all ain't out there. Don't put your life on jeopardy for some people that won't even help you, but they want us to risk. You understand? And I'm asking God, mend my heart. Because when I seen it for myself, because I heard a lot of people say it, I live in a multicultural community. And when I tell you, everybody in my community, we all intertwine. We see somebody outside need some help, everybody gonna ask. Everybody gonna try to help. But when you go into other communities that are dominant, bright, and clear, and speaking Spanish, they're not gonna help you. They're not gonna help you. You know what I'm saying? And I wonder, like, in the heart of hearts, and a few of them was older, older Spanish. Like, it's not gonna be for long. Somebody gonna have to help you. Somebody gonna have to help you because of your age, right? What happened if that person has my complexion? You're gonna treat them the way you're treating everybody? The behavior of these people in this time make it real hard to have empathy for them. It really is. It really, really is. And I seen it today for myself. In action. a lived experience. I'm one running around my neighborhood, driving people to the voting to make sure, hey, listen, we don't want this to happen to our community. We don't want ICE in our community. The police then out here don't want any help. So the police really ain't no good in this community. Right? I didn't do that because they were going to kick the black side. They kicking y'all out. They disrespecting y'all. Y'all voted for him. Y'all was Latin for Trump. You know, Puerto Ricans for Trump, Cubans for Trump. And look what he's doing. But you hold your nose up at me. You want to speak English. You don't speak English to me. You won't help me. It was a lady in the post office, an older Spanish lady. The Spanish people sitting right there, she don't know how to swipe the card. They won't even help her. I went right up there, Mama, this how you do it, baby. And I swiped the card for her and I gave her her card. Like, to help her so she can understand what's going on. And I walked away. God bless you, baby. She said, thank you so much. But they stood right there, wouldn't even help. The other day, I was walking across the street. Another older Spanish lady pushing her cart. Scared to cross the street. I walked. Come on, baby, let me help you and cross it. But in reflection, you wouldn't do that for me. But I do it from my heart. I do it because I represent something. Because when I get old, I want somebody to help me. That's why I really do it. You know what? When I was catching the bus to and fro, guess what? I gave up my seat for the elder. I did. And so these are the things they wouldn't do it for us. I watch men sit there and watch women get on pregnant women get on the bus and wouldn't get up. I was so like, whoa. What has happened? Men ain't men. Men don't have honor and chivalry anymore. You see a woman get on, but they won't get up to let her sit down. A pregnant woman, an old lady, a lady been working all day. Not gonna say you're older male. This one, the older men. I was disgusted because things have changed so drastically. We have no more empathy for one another. We don't treat the seniors with love and respect and dignity in a system. Like you're not gonna get old. Well, like you're not. I do it because when I get old, I want somebody to help me. That's why I really do it. If I see somebody struggling with their laundry or bags, I'm going to help them. Because if I'm struggling, I want somebody to help me. It's just that simple. Or I want somebody to help my mama when I can't help her. Or my aunt when I can't help her. Or my uncle when I can't help him. Because that's what happens when you do it for somebody else. Even the Bible speaks when you do things for them, you're doing this because of God. Listen to the scripture. They say, when I was hungry. Jesus said, when I was hungry, you fed me. When I was thirsty, you gave me water. When I was naked, you clothed me. When I was in jail, you visited me. And the disciples said, Jesus, when was you hungry? When you was in jail. He said, when you done this unto them, you've done this unto me. So you represent something when you take care of people that can't take care of themselves or in a bad situation. That's why it's always good to judge somebody based on what you see, because you never know what they're going through. You never know what they're going through. Today I was going through something so mighty, then the Holy Ghost told me, child, you better crank this car up and drive it very slow. Right up this block and get your car. And they was the same Spanish man that was out there with his car, tussling with his car, trying to get help, trying to fix his car, meant to say, and I get help. Because he was so honorary. Because I asked him to help show me. I'll do it myself. And these are the things I'm going to learn how to do. I'm going to learn how to change a tire. I'm going to learn how to do the oils and do little things. So, like, when I'm in a situation, because if you don't know it, nobody is never going to help you. I called the cab. They said, call a cab. They'll come and help you. The man told me, oh, if I got to come to you, you're going to have to give me $80. I said, $80? To take my spare tire, I can take that out. For you to put, I understand, $20, $30, $40, I would like, okay, help me please so I can get to. But you said 80? 80? To help me put a spare tire on my tire to get to the tire spot? Like, wasn't even a block away? Well, it was like a block, then you had to make a right and then go up. What I'm saying is, it's not the same no more. We don't treat people. Now, if you close us with, like, a lot of y'all are treat the people that you think is close to you, or when you're buying your friendship, or the people you've been friends with for so many years, right? But you wouldn't help a stranger. You wouldn't help somebody who was really in need. And that speaks a lot about who you are as a person. Because I do it. Because when I get old, I want somebody to help me. That's why I got respect for the elder. That's why I check on the elder and if they need, or that's why I do these things. Because when I get old, I want somebody to check on me. I don't want to be in a nursing home. That's why I'm exercising. I'm going to get myself together because I'm going to be a 90-year-old woman running up and down the block doing 10-mile runs. 10K runs. Healthy, moving around. Because in this day and time, as the world progresses, the people are their hearts are so hard. They have no empathy. You're only good for their use. And you have to be careful, guys, out here in this world. I've been telling y'all a lot about these dangers in this world. I've been showing you how our government really don't care about none of us. Not if you're a woman. Not if you're black. Not if you're from a Latin descent. Or even a Haitian or African. There's a 7-country ban. Cuba, Venezuela, Haiti, Sierra Leone, some of the African countries. They're banned. And they're looking to do 17 more. Right? Right? Who give us the right to tell somebody not to come up here to have an opportunity the way we had these opportunities? What gives you a right to something that you didn't build this land, you didn't build this earth, you don't put water in the ocean, you don't put air in the atmosphere, you don't pump hearts. I got stuck there, y'all. Because I almost went somewhere and I had to catch myself because of my mouth. And y'all know I'm trying to stay professional. Diddy on trial for sex. Think about all the times you went somewhere. I'm talking to real people. I ain't talking about the people that ain't never did nothing. And somebody paid you for sex, or you paid somebody for sex. You flew to another state. You got your Yoko, you gave them a couple $, they gave you a couple $, whatever they went. You got high, drunk, or whatever. That's what that man is here for. Beating on his woman. And we know he an abuser. We know he on drugs. We know he likes sex parties. You can go to jail for that. But somebody who can run over 500,000 immigrants out of the country, he's not in jail. All them people ran up in the White House that's supposed to be so sacred. They ran up in there, they desecrated. defecated on desk and tore it up and peed and urine. They had no class. They went to jail. Trump got in office. They came home. They're arresting senators. And we have the audacity to be on the streets hand in hand with one another. Because if they're doing it to the government, they're coming after us after. And we treat each other like straight trash. That's where we're going. And this is really a reason I got on here with that is because, y'all, we really got to get close with God. We can't just use God for what he do bless us with. And I'm talking to myself. Because I've been having some very rough weeks. And every time it was something very important, and I cried out, God inclined his ear. And he made a way for me. He made a way for me so great that it was impactful. And it was residuals. Oh my God. And then I see these things happening and I want to stand up for people and I want to beat up, but then they're so nasty towards you. And it's like, God, how am I? Not that I'm a Jonah, that I don't want to give them your word, or not that I'm Jonah, that I don't think that they deserve it. That how do you treat somebody with love and respect and dignity that will tell you, that will leave you helpless? And really, that's what we called to do. We really are called to that. You know, we really are. Y'all, I don't know what that is. We really are called to that. And so I got on here to encourage everybody to have a little bit of empathy for the fellow person. And if you see somebody in need of help, be an upstanding human being, a big OG, a big homie. Listen, y'all know we use gang terms on here. We on the block, we on the corner. But a real OG, a real gang, take care of their community. Not this new war and fighting over turf and all that. Literally, you couldn't go in certain gang territories because the OG had it like that because they took care of their community. They made sure nobody was robbing grandma's house. They made sure, they did bring drugs in and they did, okay. But they did block parties. They put turkeys for some of the old ladies. Like, you really got to hear the stories of what some of these real homies, these real OGs was doing. It wasn't just about what they did in the street, but it's how they protected and took care of their community. I grew up with drug dealers. I'm from Florida. And trap houses. And I tell you, the drug dealers used to come and throw block party and everybody can eat and everybody can drink and dance, and they had stuff out there for the kids. You couldn't come on the block on that day with that yah stuff, no drugging, no nothing. It was about the kids and family. They don't do that no more. So be a real OG. Be real big homie. When you see somebody in need, help them, especially an elder, especially a pregnant woman. Special, you see somebody handicapped or struggling. They ain't got to be that. They just can't handle the load. The Bible says that two are better than one. For one shall fall, the other one shall lift them up. Listen, be a help to somebody else. Be a hand. And I know it's hard, y'all, having empathy for people that won't help you. But that's what Jesus called us to. Okay? Listen, y'all, I thank y'all for showing up over here at the Elders Corner. I know we was a little churchy tonight, but listen, I still got to give y'all the information. And I still got to express how we got to fight through some of these hard times. Because like I told y'all the truth on how I felt. Because when I needed help, I didn't need financial help. I just needed your help. Show me how to do it. And, me don't speak English. Me at work. I'm not doing that. I'm sure. Oh, okay. My car's fixed. It was fixed right. All I had to do was to crank the car and don't put my foot on the gas and let the car roll to the tire place. And that's what I did. I was a little embarrassed, but the car got fixed. And I'm just telling you, God did it. God did it. And listen, he'll do it. He'll do it for you. Listen, big homies, thank y'all for showing up over here at the Elder's Corner. I am Nuts of the Holistic. And I will see you next week.